Hello, it's Danielle with Pampered Chef. Hope you guys are having a beautiful evening. I just wanted to come on tonight because I'm going to make some delicious red lentil and spinach soup recipe in my quick cooker. So this is the quick cooker from Pampered Chef, and I absolutely love it. It has 16 different settings. Um, it has a sear, steam, slow cook, proof, white rice, brown rice, whole grains, chicken and poultry, beef and pork, fish and seafood, soup and stock, beans, stew and chili, and dessert. I've even made cheesecake in here like 5 times, and I've never had a crack in my cheesecake. It has a little bundt pan, and I made a carrot cake with a cream cheese center that was amazing. Absolutely love, love, love this. I've made spare ribs in here, 2 slabs of ribs, and I kind of just coiled them into like the letter C or a U, and I put them inside. It has a really nice big capacity in here, as you can tell. And what I did was I laid them out on the cutting board and I put some smoky barbecue rub on them. And then I coiled them, put them in here with 6 ounces of root beer or Coca-Cola, whatever soda that I had on hand at the moment. And turned it on to the beef and pork setting. And in 35 minutes, I had the most amazing falling off the bone spare ribs that my family thought I was like the queen cook. Seriously, amazing. So when they came out, I just put them on the sheet pan with some barbecue sauce and put them under the broiler for about 15 minutes to get a little crispy, and they were so, so good. I've made beef stew in here. I've made pot roast with mashed potatoes and carrots and onions in 35 minutes. It is amazing. I make this chicken recipe with, it's just chicken breasts or chicken thighs. You throw them in, and I've even thrown them in frozen. A cup of salsa, some Southwestern seasoning, an onion. I chopped up an onion in there with a bell pepper. Sometimes I add a can of black beans and a can of Mexican corn, and turn it to the chicken and poultry setting, and in 15 minutes, dinner is done. Now, if the chicken's frozen, it still cooks in 15 minutes. It just takes a little bit longer to come up to pressure, but it still cooks in 15 minutes. Crazy, crazy good. So this is the top of the quick cooker. And as you can see, it has the steam release button here, but the steam actually releases from here. So when you push the steam release, the steam's going to come out the back. So your finger is not anywhere near that steam, which is really important. When it's hot and in use, this little red button will pop up, letting you know that it's not safe to open. So when you release the steam, you wait for the red button to go down, and then you can open up your quick cooker. The back part has this little silicone gasket in here, and you always want to make sure that it's in properly because that's what's going to form the seal on your quick cooker. So I call it like my little R2D2. When I plug it in, it does like a little letting me know that it's ready to go. So I'm using my food chopper to chop up my carrots, and I love, love, love the food chopper. As you can see, when I chop, the blades turn for me, so I don't have to turn it on the cutting board. I just sit it down on the cutting board. Alexa, stop. Sit it on the cutting board. 7 hits does a full rotation, okay? So if I want it finer, I can just do a little more. So I'm gonna do 7 and 7, and that's it. And then when I'm done with the food chopper, I simply unscrew this part. Now this piece I have had to replace because I dropped it on my tile. And the nice thing is you can just buy replacement parts with Pampered Chef. You don't have to buy the whole new food chopper again, which is really nice. So take that off. This piece comes out, and then this piece opens up. And then the whole thing can go right into the dishwasher. Super easy cleanup. Love, love, love that. I use it for chicken, even like leftover chicken to make chicken salad. Works really great. These are our handy scrapers, and I love these. So when I'm cutting up something on the cutting board, I can just transfer it nice and easy to the bowl like that. These are sold separately, so you obviously need 2 because you have 2 hands, right? And our cutting boards are really, really nice. They have inch and centimeter increments, so if you want to cut uniform slices of things, you can. As you can see, Stupid earpiece fell out again. As you can see, it turned a little bit orange. And what I can do is just put a little bleach on there, or I can just sit it out in the sunshine and let it bleach itself. So sometimes with cilantro or basil, it turns green or yellow with carrots. So it's really easy to clean up and is dishwasher safe. Okay, so I have that done. I'm going to chop up my onion. Our knives are comparable with Henkel and Cutco, except for the price. This is our 5-inch Santoku, and it has these little grantins on the side, they look like little divots, and those aid in not, so the food will not stick to the blade. So the Santoku means 3 good things: slicing, dicing, and mincing. And as you can see, the blade is a full tang. So you'll never find this part in one drawer and this part in another. Permanently welded together, our knives are comparable with Henkel and Cutco, except for the price, and they are lifetime guaranteed. So if you need a set of knives, host a party and get them for free. If you're only going to use half of an onion in a recipe, I always recommend cutting it this way, right down the center that way, because you want to keep this side with the roots in your refrigerator. This will hold your onion together better, it'll keep it fresh longer, and will cause less tearing. But I am going to use the whole onion, so I'm just going to chop the top and the bottom off of the onion, and then I'm going to use my manual food processor, affectionately known to me as Manuel, my kitchen assistant. Love the manual food processor. I'm just going to cut my onion in half, and then I'm just going to cut it in a couple of smaller pieces like that. So this is Manuel, my kitchen assistant. I use this for salsa, hummus, pesto, smoothies. The bowl is really nice because it has a little rubber ring on the bottom that's going to keep it from sliding all over the countertops. And then it has the blade in here is 3 different heights. So it's going to chop up everything nice and even. And then it has these little divots on the inside. It's going to push everything back to the center. So I'm going to just put that there, and then I'm going to drop my onions in. And these 2 bottoms, the bowl itself and the blades, are dishwasher safe. The top piece is not. So the top piece, you're going to just want to wash off with a sponge and then rinse it really quickly, not submerge it in liquid. And then this part is how you unlock it. So you pull it this way to unlock. And then to lock it, you close it and push that back like that. So we're going to unlock it to use it. And this is all U powered. So there's no machine or anything, it's not electric or anything. I just find this easier than the food chopper for me for lots of things, especially if I'm using it a lot, because after a while with the food chopper, my arm got tired. So the more you do, the finer it gets. I'm going to do a little more. And then I'm just going to scrape off the edge of that. Now, the nice thing is if I had salsa or something in here that I wanted to use this for and there was leftovers, I could actually just take the blade out, and then we have a lid for this, so you could then, if there was leftovers, you could put it in the fridge. You can buy an extra base and lid so that when that's in the fridge, you can still use the manual food processor for other things. So as you can see, it chopped it up really, really nice. These are our mixed measuring cups, and I have the 4-cup here with some chicken broth in it. And then I have the 2-cup, and this is the 4-tablespoon one. It's so cute. Anything cute like that you have to have. But the measure marks are on the inside, so that as I'm sitting it here on my counter, I can see where I'm at. So I know, I had to turn the stove top off, sorry. So I'll know when I have the desired amount that I need. And I need 2 tablespoons for this recipe. So I'm going to fill it to 2 tablespoons, and I don't have to bend down, look down on my counter. I'm going to turn this to the sear setting and hit start. So I'm put it onto the sear setting. I'm going to heat the oil a little bit. And then while that's heating, I'm going to get my chicken on. I'm making chicken for my boys. We have 3 boys still home, but one of my boys is actually in New York with his aunt and uncle, my sister and her husband. And as you can see, I've already tenderized these chicken breasts. And when I freeze them, they freeze nice and easy. But whenever I'm going to cook with them, I like to have them tenderized like that, because that way when I go to cook with them, they cook perfectly even every single time. So just looking for my seasoning. I'm going to use the Italian seasoning on these. I'm going to just cut this bag open so it's easier to work with. And then I'm going to just sprinkle some of the Italian seasoning on this chicken, and I'm going to put it in my grill pan. So my grill pan and press, I have on the stove already heating up, and I usually heat it up for about 4 minutes prior to using it. So all of our seasoning sauces and spices are gluten-free. Love that. So if you have a gluten allergy, these are our chef tongs, and I love these because they're not spread eagle in your drawer. They stay locked until you want them open. And when you want them open, you squeeze the bottom together and then the ball falls and then they open. Hello. All right. Hi.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So sorry.
Who is
I
this?
got to work late.
Who is this?
It's Brittany.
Oh, hey, Brittany. It's just you and me, girl. That's it.
Oh, I was sitting here and I was driving, and then I got off of work late, and then I'm at the gas station right now. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump on real quick and see if anybody.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you're joining me. Alexa, set an alarm for 4 minutes. I'm glad you're joining me. I'm going to post the recording. Time to bear with me. I'm trying to figure something out. There we go. Okay. So, all right. So we have that heating up. I have my 2 tablespoons of oil. I think my sister is watching also. Hi, Barbara. And I'm going to put my oil in. Who's laughing?
Barbara.
Barbara Ann. What are you laughing at, girl?
I just love you.
What did you say?
I said, I just love you. I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, you're so precious. I can't wait to see you actually in person very soon. Okay, so we have the oil in there. I'm going to put my onions in. Love the sear setting on this pot. January hosts get double free product value, just so you know. In case anybody's interested in hosting a party in the month of January, double free product is pretty awesome. So I was supposed to have, let me see, carrots, celery. I was supposed to have celery, but I don't have it. I thought I had celery in my refrigerator, so I didn't pick it up at the store. And guess what? I don't have it. So we're not going to have celery in the recipe, but it's okay. We'll manage without it. All right, so we have that, and I'm going to add my garlic. So if you don't have a good garlic press, you need Pampered Chefs. I love our garlic press because you don't have to peel the garlic first. So you just take a whole clove of garlic, skin and all, drop it in the little hole there, and then it has this little nifty gadget. It looks like a Barbie hairbrush. See that? And you use this little finger side to scrape off the garlic on the end. So I'm going to press in my garlic, and then use that finger to scrape off the excess garlic. And then when I open it up, I'm going to use that finger again to pull the skin out. Nice and easy. So I always use extra garlic because I love garlic. So we're going to put extra in here. Barbara, did you make the recipe tonight? Maybe she's not on anymore. All right. This is quite a delicious recipe. I remember the first time I tried this recipe, my kids devoured it and they were like wanting seconds, and whoa, I felt so bad because I only had made 1 batch. So the next time I made it, I made a double batch, and it still cooks the exact same amount of time in the quick cooker. So that is really, really a nice feature. So sometimes when you use the garlic press, you get some pieces that are stuck in the holes, and that's why it looks like a little Barbie hairbrush, because you can just push them through and then rinse it out, and it tunes up beautifully. These are our scrapers, and they're heat safe to 650 degrees. Love, love, love these. So if you don't have them, they're great for cooking and for baking. So I use these like to get all the batter out of the bowl. They work beautifully. Stocking stuffers. So these are a part of our special that we have going on right now, and they're really beautiful. These are our teak corner spoon, and you can get 3 of these for $25. What a nice thing to like put on top of a gift with a bow or into a Christmas stocking, right? And then we also have our measuring spoon set, and these come in a set of 2, and you only need 2 measuring spoons in your kitchen. This one, the small one, starts at 1/8 of a teaspoon. Alexa, stop, and goes back to 1 teaspoon. This one starts at 1 teaspoon and goes back to 1 tablespoon and comes apart for the dishwasher. Nice, easy cleanup.
Those
So
are my favorite.
The measuring spoons?
Yes, I have those, and they are amazing.
They are, and actually, these are another one of the specials this month. So you can get 3 sets of these for $25. So again,
Oh, cool.
put them together on top of a gift or put them in a Christmas stocking. So you get 3 sets of them for 25 bucks. Great, great deal. And then we also have our straws, our stainless straws. And these come in a little black bag. It's so cute. Alexa, set an alarm for 3 minutes. With a cleaning brush too. So 3 straws and a cleaning brush in a little black bag. And you get 3 sets of those for $25 as well. So we have some great specials going on for Christmas. And when you spend $80 this month, you get, I believe it's this scraper. Now don't quote me, but I know it's one of our scrapers. So you get one of our scrapers for $80. And when you spend over $150, you get free shipping and handling. So love that. Who doesn't love free shipping and handling, right? I think it's great. Okay, so we have our carrots, onions. We were supposed to have celery and garlic. We're going to cook in that for about 4 minutes, and then we're going to add our stock and our lentils. So these are other measuring cups that we have, and I love these because they have the lids on them. So these come in a set of 3, 4 cup, 2 cup, and this is the 1 cup. And they have, like I said, they have the lids. But what I think is really great about these, you guys, is that excuse me, is that they're really pliable. So if you use them for cake batter or cupcakes or whatever, you can pour right in with them. So these are oven safe, dishwasher safe, and they have the measure marks on the inside as well. So I have 1 cup of red lentils, and I never even knew they had red lentils. I was like, oh my gosh. Learned so much selling Temper Chef, I tell you. All right, I'm gonna mix that up again. All right, so that looks good. So now I'm going to add my stock. Now, if you guys don't know, there is a major difference between chicken or any kind of stock and broth. So stock is a much thicker consistency, and it's going to cause your recipes to be thicker and creamier. And then broth is thinner. It's more see-through when you look at it too. Okay, so 1 cup of red lentils. And then we need our bay leaf. This was a product that I love from Pampered Chef. This little green gadget. And this guy, I'm putting in a couple of bay leaves. I just can put my bay leaves inside and put this on. And then I can drop this right into my recipe, to the soup, and not worry about it. How cool is that? So I need cumin. So I'm going to use, what do I need? 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. So I'm going to use my teaspoon measuring. Love these because they're so nice and easy to fit right into the jars. 1 teaspoon of cumin. And then we're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 of pepper. And I need to grab my pepper. And I have my beautiful, look at these. We have the salt and pepper grinder set, and we also sell the peppercorn medley and the coarse Himalayan sea salt. Alexa, stop. So this is what she just beeped about. My beautiful chicken, grilled perfectly in the kitchen, not having to be outside. Well, for some people it's cold outside, but here it's hot. Yesterday we had a cold day in Florida. I was outside with I had my shirt and a sweatshirt and a jacket. Today I had this shirt on and I was so hot outside. So you just never know here in Florida, right? Okay, so we have salt and pepper. Now it says lock the lid and select soup and stock setting. So I'm going to turn it to the soup and stock setting. I have to cancel first. Soup and stock setting. And then I'm going to adjust the time to 10 minutes. 10 minutes, you guys. And hit start. So while that's going, I'm just going to tell you guys, all I have to do at the end is I'm going to stir in my spinach. I'm going to add a half a cup of my coconut milk, and I'm going to show you our can opener. So for those of you that don't have our can opener, you definitely need Pampered Chef's can opener. It doesn't cut the can, the lid, it simply unglues it. So what you do is, that's my son Jude, my youngest baby. Thanks, baby. It has a little magnetic strip right there on there, and you just sit that on the side of the can, and then you start turning, and now it's attached, and you turn, and it simply unglues it. So there's no sharp edges, which is really, really nice. So many times I've heard horror stories of people trying to squish up their garbage, and then they cut themselves. So you will not have any sharp edges with this. So now that it's gone around the whole turn, the side and the back looks like a little Pac-Man right here. Attach that to the side and lift, and now, no sharp edges, you guys. So I could, if I wanted to, I could lick the side of this can and not cut myself. It's totally safe. But if this was cat food or dog food or something that you wanted to put the lid back on again, you totally could, because the lid will fit right back on again. So for this, I need a half cup of coconut milk. And then I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of lime juice. So I have a fresh lime, and you always want to just roll it a little bit on the counter. And then I'm going to cut it in half. And if you notice when I hold my knife, your knife should always be held with your thumb and your forefinger on the blade and the rest of your fingers wrapped around like that. You will have much more control over your knife when you hold it properly. It takes a while to get used to holding it the right way, but once you do, you'll be thankful that you do, because you definitely have more control when you hold it properly. What I do with my little measuring cup, my little baby measuring cup is missing. It's MIA. I know I have another one here, so, well, I did have another one. It was just here. I was just showing you guys how cute it is. Did I use it for something? Yes, I did. I used it for the oil. Well, I always say I'm pampered, not perfect. I forget everything. So I'm going to use this. And this is our citrus press. Excuse me. I love this guy. So I'm going to put my lime right in here, flat side down. Then I'm going to squeeze. Look how much juice I get out of that. Oh. Stupid headpiece keeps falling out of my ear. Don't know why. So almost 2 full tablespoons, just with half of that lime. I'm going to use a little more because I love the taste of the lime juice in there. And then the rest I'll probably put in my cocktail later. So now we just have to wait, because when it's finished, see, now it's still coming up to pressure. So once it comes up to pressure, it's going to cook for 10 minutes. When it's done, I'm going to throw in my spinach, the coconut milk, the lime juice, and then just let it stand for 5 minutes, and dinner is done. That is one of the easiest recipes ever. And I made the chicken because I have teenage boys that were like, I need to have some meat also. So I wanted to show you guys our charcuterie board. It's so, so beautiful. It has these adorable little pieces. Whoops. With our spoon. And then this one's really great. So if you have olives or something you want to stand it in, you can write on the paper as well. And then we have our cheese knife and our other knife and our fork and our spreader. What I really like about this charcuterie board is that it has this piece right here. So you just pull this down and then you can spin it around on the table, which is really nice. So if you're sitting, you have it in the middle of the table and people want different things, they can grab it. And then if you want to lock it, you just pull it back up and then it's locked in position, which is really, really nice. These are our, what are these called? Shredders, I think. I love how they are magnetic, so they stay together when you put them in the drawer. But these are great to pull apart your meats. And they're also great like to lift your turkey, but I love, love, love these. And these are free for anybody that hosts a party between January 1st and the 10th. You get these for free, plus January hosts get double free product value. So that's really, really nice to host a party in the month of January. These are insulated serving bowls. And these I love, especially when you're batch cooking. So if you're making pancakes or hamburgers and hot dogs on the barbecue and you want to keep things warm until you're ready to eat, these things work like a charm. They don't just keep them warm, they keep them hot from the temperature that you put them in. They really are amazing. And this feature right here, see that little hook on the inside there? Look at that. Sits it right on the side of the bowl like that. Genius, right? So nice capacity in this bowl. They are not dishwasher safe. They're not microwave safe. You don't need to do that. You just put your hot foods right in here and it keeps it hot. But what a great thing, even for the holidays, just to put stuff on the table so that your food is hot when you need it. And then we have the smaller size too. So I've used these like when I made vegetables. I had my Brussels sprouts in here the other night and my roasted potatoes in the bigger one. And it's just perfect. So I promised you I wasn't going to keep you long tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would love to party with you. Going forward, I'm offering Thursday night Zoom cooking classes, just a quick half hour and we're done. So if you need anything, don't hesitate to contact me and let me know. All right, you guys have a beautiful rest of your evening.